Hi, this is Greg from BottomLineGuys.com. Thanks for downloading the Bottom Line Bible app. In this video, we want to answer the question, why don't I get a new Bible chapter every day? So let's go ahead to Tracks, and in this case, we are subscribed to Genesis. Of course, we can add another chapter like Matthew, for example. Click that, click subscribe, and there we go. We're subscribed to Matthew. So now, if you go back to Tracks, you'll see we have subscriptions to both Matthew and Genesis. But let's focus on Genesis because I want to show you. So I'm going to actually scroll. And here we are at Genesis chapter 1. So on your first day, you'll get the first chapter. The next day, when you wake up, you'll get chapter 2. The next day, you would expect to get chapter 3, but you won't. You'll get this post called Review. The day after, you'll get chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5. No, you'll get Reflect. And this pattern continues. Every 2 Bible chapters is followed by a reflection day, where you're encouraged to pause and reflect, and there's 5 different ones: review, reflect, respond, remind, and remember. And each title will offer several leading questions, encouraging you to examine the previous 2 days of reading, summaries, any notes you may have taken, any of the other features. Remember, the goal for the app is for you to stay engaged with God and listen to what God is saying, rather than simply making it a priority to complete the reading. Completing the reading is good, but we want more. We want you to slow down and help you listen to God, because God is speaking to you. So let's just click on Respond, expand it so you get an idea of what it is. So here it says, respond to God's leading based on your reading from the previous 2 chapters. Is God prompting you to say something? Is God prompting you to do something? Does God want you to practice being still this week? Is there a Bible verse or truth you need to memorize? So that's what you'll see on the Respond reflection. And the other reflection days have different questions, but those 5 are repeated. So every 2 days you'll get one of these 5. And again, the reason we do this, we as believers and those of us active in the church, we need a less is more philosophy. And this isn't a new idea. Jesus actually limited his teaching to what learners could handle. In John 16, he said, I have much more to say to you, more than you can now bear. And even Jesus' Great Commandment and Great Commission were attempts to synthesize key concepts and teachings that he wanted his learners to know, to remember, to practice. So instead of racing through the book of Genesis in this instance, we want to slow you down, read a couple of chapters, take a day to reflect on the previous 2 readings, and then continue. In an educational book written by George Wood called Schools That Work, his instruction to public school educators is significant for those of us in the church as well. He wrote, exposure does not equal learning, and exposure certainly does not equal retention. By having students cover more material, it virtually assures that nothing will be covered in depth. Students may become good Trivial Pursuit players, but they will be lousy citizens and neighbors. And for those of us who follow Jesus, we don't want to just win Bible trivia games. We want to listen to and obey Jesus as he leads us. Remember, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, email us at hello@bottomlineguys.com.